I see. Put my glasses on. Oh, Sky. I see Janice. I see Tracy. I see Kim. I see Mom Harley. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be with you guys another day. And Pamela, you were the first to join on. I have missed you too. I am sorry for my little tardiness over last week. I actually have been working actually nonstop, which is a good thing. Very thankful. But really, I haven't had any time off. I've been like working every day, which is a good thing. I love working. I love keeping busy. So, but it didn't leave me much room and time to do my videos that I have missed. I've been in doing this live video for you guys. I almost did it Sunday, and then I thought, let me just wait and do it until today. But I do have some other tape videos that I'm going to be releasing in the next week, but I wanted to do this one live. And I thought there's no better time than me to try something new on my Say What Wednesday. So if I'm going to do it with you, I'm going to do it with my family. And I'm going to be doing a little makeup, quick 10-minute, quick look in 10 minutes is something I have never done before. So that is what this is all about. Doing makeup in a quick 10-minute way that I've never done before. So I'm experiencing with you for the very first time. So let's see. Hello, Paris. So here's the thing. Because it's live, I had no way of really posting like who I'm doing this makeover from or who inspired it. And it is none other than Naomi Campbell. So, but anyway, so I don't know how her YouTube channel started popping up on my feed, but ironically, I watched it one day and she had this quick 10-minute makeup, and I thought, everybody says that, but I thought, okay, let me watch it. And I thought, okay, it very well can be in 10 minutes. So, you know, why I am chatting with you guys and giving you a little backdrop, I am actually going to start prepping how she did it, just so as my commitment to you. I do not want these live videos to go more than like 15 minutes because I want you guys to go back to enjoying your evening. And I'm just so grateful that you've carved out the time with me today. And hopefully I'm giving you some helpful information or some tips, even if you take a 1 or 2 pearls. I know I've definitely learned a few things from doing and putting together this. I'm hoping that you guys think the same way too. But anyways, I'm going to stop chatting. Who else? Janice. Let's see. I'm going to put on my glasses, Janice. I just went to the eye doctor too last night. I have to get new glasses. You inspired me to treat myself to the Black Hermes CDC. I got it and I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, you guys know I'm a big fan of the CDC cups, and I know I'm going to be wearing them a lot more coming in the fall. Now that we're going into the fall and the winter, I'm definitely going to be wearing more of them. But I definitely love to see your CDC, and I'm so glad that you got it and that you treated yourself too. You're definitely going to love it. Especially you got the black, you're going to wear it all the time. So let's see. So anyway, so let me just do a couple quick prep things while I'm talking with you. And I only bought a few things that that she recommended, Naomi Campbell. And I thought, because realistically, you guys know how I am. If I have to buy a whole lot of things and it's not the right thing for me, you know, if someone can give me ideas or suggestions on something that I already have in my closet or my wardrobe, or if something I'm cooking as a recipe, if I have to go buy everything on the recipe, I'm not going to make it. So I'm just being realistic. And I only purchase 2 things. Other than that, everything that I'm using, I already had, and basically how Naomi Campbell does it. So I'm going to get right into it. I did buy this. I did not have this. She uses zinc water. Luckily, this is the brand that she uses by La Roche, because this is actually the only zinc water I could find. I went everywhere, Amazon, every place. I could not find any zinc water. I never heard of zinc water, and then when I replayed her video, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, this was the one that she was using. So I'm going to do the step-by-step and how she did it. So she put on some zinc water. Whew. And I guess it just sort of like moisturizes your face a little bit. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. So I'm going to let that sit in. And the second thing she does, and she says now these are the steps that the basic steps I'm about to do is what she does every day. And then the makeup step is what she basically does, she said, majority of the time. A quick in and out of the house, especially during COVID. We aren't doing a whole lot of makeup, but she feels like she feels put together by doing some of these basic things from her prep to her makeup. So second thing she does is she uses, and I already had this one. This is the one I use by the Bioscience is what I use. And it's a needle roller. And so here's how I do it. And you guys have seen me do this before, but this is what she does in the morning every day. I do this a few times a week, but I generally do mine like when I'm in the bathtub. So, but I'm going to do it how Naomi Campbell does it today. So this is what she does. I really do like it. I don't know which I don't know which needle roller she uses, but what she did say in her video that the one that she uses is really, really prickly. So it must be a little, you must feel the vibration in the little needles a little bit more than me. So, and for anybody who, if you're not familiar with it, so it has like the little needle rollers, if you can see that. And it just feels like a little prickly going in your skin. And the whole idea is as you do the next step, so everything sort of like absorbs into your skin. So the next thing she does is she puts on 2 different serums. The one that I'm going to use is the one I use. I use Barbara Sturm's anti-aging serum. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. And I sort of just put it a little bit around my laugh lines, and it dries immediately. So you don't even have to like wait for it to set or anything. Like it's already dry. And the other thing is because of the needling roller that I was using, the serum absorbed into my skin right away. And that's the whole purpose of the needle roller too, is because it's opening up your pores and everything. So whatever you're putting on top, it just absorbs right in. So it's all gone. The third thing she does quickly is use whatever moisturizer, obviously, that you like and that working well for you. You guys know that obviously I do not leave the house every day without using my sunscreen. And so this really works for me as my moisturizer and my sunscreen. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this. And I mean, literally for this sunscreen, like that's all you need. So I'm just going to put a little bit there. See what any comments. I love the colors. Oh, thank you, Kim. This is actually a Hermes little scarf, like the little handkerchief scarf that you guys know I wear sometimes. Sometimes I wear them like on my pocketbook or on my wrist. This is all that this is. So it's the neck size up. So you have the handkerchief size and then you have the second size up, and that's what this one is. And so that's all it is. It's just a scarf. Thank you, Kim. Let's see, anybody else have any questions as I do this? I have another question too. Let me see, I put on the moisturizer. Okay, next step. Okay, now, I know I keep saying, okay. I just want to make sure I don't miss any steps because once again, it can be fast once you go just like that. The second thing she put on was, so here's the thing. Here's the big aha and the say what that I've never done. If I'm putting on any makeup, blush, and all that kind of stuff, I have never not put on a foundation or my tinted moisturizer. You guys know I'm a big fan of the tinted moisturizer, but she doesn't use any of that. All she uses to get in and out of the house in this quick 10-minute is her concealer. And I'm going to use it exactly how she used it. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to use a concealer that she uses. And she uses Pat McGrath's. You guys know Pat McGrath. You know, you can get Pat McGrath at Sephora or some of the department stores. And so she uses 2 different colors. So I brought 2 different colors. The colors that I bought was 23 and 25, I think. So I did have concealer, but I thought if I'm going to do this, I'm going to try it right the way she recommended. Yeah. So I brought 23 and 25. So I'm going to do the lighter one first. I'm going to do it right underneath my eyes. And then she also used it. She used a little bit around her mouth. She used it like as like highlighter a little bit. I'll do a little there. I'll do a little down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to do it how she did it. And then she took the darker color and then she put it more like as a, what's the word, Sky? More of a contour area, like where you would typically put like your bronzer colors too. So she put, I don't know why, but she put it like right underneath her eye color concealer. She did a little bit around the hairline. She did a little there. And she did, and then she did around the mouth. I'm definitely doing it around my mouth because my mouth is definitely, area is darker than the rest of my face due to pigmentation discoloring. And it's getting better, but ooh, I might have put on too much. On the camera, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but in the mirror, it does. I'm hoping this all works out when I blend this all together. So now I'm going to let this sit for a quick second, and then I'm going to blend it in. I'm going to blend it in with a little bit of my fingers and a little bit of my beauty blender. Okay. Do you use, so Kim says, do you use the needling every day? So I do not use the needling every day. I use it 3 times a week. And like I said, I typically do mine at night. But Naomi Campbell says she does hers every day. So once again, you're not using it for a very long time. I think max, you don't have to really use it more than like a minute. If you do it, because if you do it too long, which I did in the very beginning, thinking, oh, I'll keep doing it because it doesn't hurt, that my skin was sort of like sensitive and a little raw when I went in to put on my night cream. Then it kind of stung a little bit. And then I thought, okay, yeah, you really don't need it long at all. So I'm hoping that helps, Kim. And if you guys have any other questions, definitely let me know as we go through. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my fingers to blend this in a little bit, as well as my sponge, because I found that if I'm just using the beauty blender, for me, when I go around my eyes, for some reason, it just comes off too much for me. And you guys know I have dark circles, which is one of my problem areas. And so using my fingers typically works well for me. So I'm going to start here. I may have put too much on. I will say, once again, I just purchased this. Oh yeah, I just purchased this Pat McGrath concealer, and if you have not tried it yet, it feels so good. It's like wow. I'm gonna put a little on my lid too. It's so smooth. It's not too thick. It's not too drying. So you know how sometimes some concealers are really thick and you have to like kind of like work it in. And if you're worried about like the thin skin around your eyes, like me, you don't want to pull too much. So for me, I pat as much as I can. I don't like to pull around my eyelids if I don't have to. Wow. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that feels really good. So now I am going to take the rest, and I'm going to take my beauty blender and try to blend in the rest of this. I think I put in too much concealer. Thank you, Andre. I see your hand clap. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. While I'm doing this, did you guys see the movie that came out on not Amazon, Netflix last week called Cutie? I know there was some controversy about that movie, so I didn't, I think I heard about the controversy after I watched the movie. I don't know. Some of it was like a political thing, so I'm not even going to mention that part of it. But I'm just curious, did anybody else see that movie called Cutie on Netflix? It was about a family, African American family. I think they were from Nigeria, and they moved to Paris. Yes, they moved to Paris as a family, and I think she was like probably, I think she was 11 or 12 or something like that. Anybody else see that movie? I'm curious to know what your take was about it. And if you haven't watched, if you haven't, it's definitely worth watching. It won some awards from the Sundance Festival, and that's how it got well known. And I will say, though, I don't want to give it away. So if you haven't seen it, I don't want to tell you, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I will say this. Some of it, when you're watching it, you're going to be like clenching your chair or clenching your fist, or, you know, you might be like, oh no, don't do that. Or why are you doing that? But I will say, without giving the ending away, it was worth going and watching it all the way through to see actually what happened at the end. So I think you will be happy with how the movie ended if you haven't seen it. So let me know. So this is what we're gonna do. For next Say What Wednesday, I would love to check in with you guys to see what you thought about the movie and your takeaway. And then, because I don't know if anybody has seen it yet, so I don't want to give it away too much, but I want to know what you guys think. Okay. Oh, okay. So I think I blended it in pretty good. Okay. So I'm going to take my fingers and do right in the very corners. Okay. So all I have on is 2 shades of my concealer, and that's it. Okay. So next thing she does is she goes right in for the color. So she uses, I am going to use for this palette, she used shades of pink and mauve. And going into the fall also, I thought this was like absolutely perfect. So I am just going to use this palette that I already had from Revolution. And the palette is called Reloaded. And I just got this from Ulta from last year. So it's like super affordable. I think it's just like $6 for this palette. And I thought it was perfect. So I'm going to start with, this color right there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? No, I'm going to start with the matte one. I'm going to start with the one in the far right, top right corner, which is almost like one of the darkest ones without going chocolate. Something else I learned from someone who watched my video last week, and I thought, you guys know how sensitive I am about my skin and acne and breaking out and all that kind of stuff and not touching my face. And I think she was a makeup artist. And what she said was she noticed that if I was like blowing off the excess off my brushes and things like that, she said, if you suffer from acne and sensitive skin, she said, do not do that. Because that's also putting germs into your brushes. And I was like, that was so right. And I'm like, I never thought about that, but she's right. So that's why I'm tapping. It will be hard to break that habit, though. I will tell you that right now, because if you're like me, I've been doing that forever. So if you see me blowing the brush, just smack my hand, because I know it's going to take some time. So I'm just going to put a little bit here. And the other cool thing about this look too that I thought, she used you guys know me, when it comes to like my lip, I'm like so like neutral. And she used a little pop of color, and I'm trying to break my habit of my routine and my comfort zone. Remember, we're on this journey together. We're breaking ourselves out of our comfort zone and trying new things together. So I thought, I'm doing it with you. Moving forward, we're going to keep doing it. Keep doing it. We're going to keep encouraging each other. All right. So the next color I'm going to use is this one right here, because the color that she had on top right in the center was a little sparkly, not too much, but just a little. And I'm going to put it right in the center. She didn't put it all over. Yep. Like right there in the center, a little bit there. And then a little bit there. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm hoping it comes across on the camera for you guys. Has it come across pretty good? Let's see. Okay. All right. I think that looks good. Okay. Close to how Naomi. I'm doing my best to get as close as possible to how she had it. But that's basically it. I'm just going to take my handy dandy brush from Target, the Sonia Kushak brush. I'm going to blend that in right there. And one thing about Naomi, she because of her age, I mean, she takes a lot of different vitamins, and she uses a lot of organic products. But I thought for this 10-minute look, she definitely uses easy go-to products that we probably already have in our closet or in our cabinets, or something that we wouldn't mind getting because we know we're going to get a lot of use out of it. All right, so for my eyeliner, I am keeping it soft. I am using this Time Ford color number 5. I think that's what that says. Number 3. Sorry. Number 3. So I'm going to put this right on my lash line. Try not to pull my lid here. While I'm doing this too, when I conclude this video, I'll definitely link the video, this 10-minute video of Naomi Campbell's below. So if you want to go back and look and click on it. But if you go into her YouTube channel, Naomi Campbell, you'll see it there. I think she posted it like about 3 months ago. But the other thing I want to tell you was, it's ironic. I looked at a video that she posted, I want to say a year ago, before COVID started. This is weird. So she has a video talking about or showing us how she actually travels, right? So she takes you from the time she leaves her home. She shows you what she's wearing. She shows you what she's doing when she gets to the airport for safety, protecting herself from germs and all that stuff. And then when she gets on the plane, then she even shows you how she wipes down everything. She brings her own chair covers, her hair cover. So her own clothes do not touch anything on the seat area of the airplane. And then after she does all that, so she cleans first, she wipes down everything, she sanitizes the whole area really good. Then she brings her own blanket with her. She lays it across the entire chair. And then she has on her mask, and she says she does not take off her mask until she leaves the airplane. And I was like, wow. And then here we are during COVID, and now we're going to be doing that ourselves. But she's been doing this for many years herself. And she posted this video definitely a year ago. So definitely check that out too, because I definitely learned some things that when I do start to travel again, that I'm definitely going to incorporate. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. So anyway, all right. So thank you, Mom Harley. Oh, Kim said she loved the colors. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so I am just going to blend in this eyeliner just a little bit. For me, it's coming across like really purpley. Okay. I'm liking it so far. Okay, so next thing I'm gonna do, she really doesn't. She says she doesn't really know. I'm surprised she said this, but she says she really doesn't know how to do her eyebrows that well. So typically, she doesn't really do a whole lot to her eyebrows. But I'm not saying I'm the pro either. But I do have my little problem area, so I just want to fix that just a tad bit. And for me, you guys know right here, um, right on the inner edge is my little problem area for me. So I just want to, I'm not, since she didn't fill hers in, I'm only fixing that because I know it would just make me feel just a little bit more comfortable. But for her eyebrows, she keeps them as natural as possible. So, like I said, I'm going to keep them light, Naomi Campbell style. Okay. So I didn't really touch that one at all. And I have a confession. You guys already know that I get my eyebrows tinted. And I got my eyebrows tinted last week. Although, so the tint obviously is wearing down and, you know, it goes away after 2 weeks, it's pretty much gone. But I still have a little bit left. So that's the other reason why I didn't have to fill that in that much. Okay. So check, eyebrows done. Okay. So next, what I want to do is she used a little bit of bronzer. So I'm going to take my bronzer, and this is what she did. She just put it in the hollows of her cheek to do a little contouring there. She did it around the hairline, the standard. Once again, easy for us to do. So I did that there. I'll put a little bit more because I don't think it's coming on the camera for you guys much. Okay. We definitely can do this. We can do this in 10 minutes, right, you guys? We can do it. Let me see, how long has it been since I started this? Okay, well, okay. I'm chatting, so it's been 20 minutes, but I think realistically, I think we can. What do you guys think? Oh, Pam, thank you so much. If my mom was watching, she may very well be. Pam says I'm natural beauty. I'm humble, but I thank you. As my friend would say, just say thank you. But my mom would say I got it from her. So thank you, Mom. Okay, so that is. Oh, you know what? Something else I do too is I add bronzer, as you guys know, and she did this too in our crease, right? Because you didn't see me do a crease color, so I'm going to use the bronzer as my crease color. So you can get some good uses. And I'm using Charlotte Tilbury shade 3 as my bronzer. My fave that everybody voted on and said this is the one I should be using. And as you can see, I'm still using it. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Ah, I'm so excited. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. So then she used a little bit of highlighter. I typically don't use highlighter. So I'm just going to do a little bit because I don't want to do something that I'm not used to doing. And then it looks ridiculous, stupid, because I don't know how to really do highlighters right. But I'm going to do this. Okay, so she put a little bit on top of her cheeks. And then she put a little bit down the bridge of the nose. I'll put some on the tip. Okay. I didn't put a lot. I'm shy about highlighter. I have it. I must have 3 or 4 of these things. I don't use them. If you are looking for a nice one, that's a really great price, though. This is one that I also got from Ulta by the Revolution. And this one is the Patricia Bright combination. It's pretty cool because it has the highlighter. Oh, yeah, it's a good one. Oh, there it is. Good color. So it has like a nice golden color highlighter. It has a nice deep shade of a bronze and then a pretty blush color. So this is the one that Patricia Bright did with them as a collaboration, and the palette is called You Are Gold. You Are Gold. So that's a really nice one. If you did want to start off with the highlighter without spending a whole lot, I think that's a really nice option to start with. So I do have that one. And so next I'm going to go with, I'm going to do the blush. You know what? No, mascara. She did do mascara. So I only have 2 more things to go. So I'm going to do it. Now, obviously, I'm doing this in time with you guys, so I'm going to do it fast. But typically for my mascara, I do try to do at least 2 coats. The one that I'm still using, has been my go-to, is by HourGlass. And it's Caution. It's actually their only one. So Caution. So there are no different colors or anything. Caution by HourGlass. For me, it works well. I don't know what to claim the fame, if it's more thickening or lengthening. But for me, I think it does a little bit of both. But the other cool thing is, if you have sensitive eyes and worry about using like hypoallergenic things, you should be okay. I've not had any problem with it, and that's why I think I typically just have been using this one. I think I've been using it now for probably close to 3 years. It works well. I don't, when it comes to mascara, I don't really like to try a whole lot of new things, because especially if you're wearing something and you may be stuck wearing it all day. And if your eyes are sensitive and your eyes are turning red at irritation, then, you can't wait to get home, and then you're having problems. So I typically just, I don't try too many mascaras. I think in the last 10 years, I think I've only tried 3. The Dior Show, HourGlass, and then there was one by Chanel. But before this, it was Dior Show, and I was using that one probably for like 3 or 4 years. So yeah, when it comes to mascara, I really don't, I don't venture off too much and try too many new things. And sometimes I'm tempted because of the promotions and the commercials, but I don't. How's everybody week? Have you guys been? I've missed you so much. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks. Hope everybody is well. Hope the family is doing great. Everyone's staying safe. I'm getting there. Okay. So don't forget, watch Cutie on Netflix. Let me know what you guys think so we can talk about that next week on our Say What Wednesday. Okay, mascara, check. 2 things left. Before I put on my blush, I am going to line my lip just a little bit. I don't think she did line her lip just a little bit. So I'm going to do mine as a natural color. And the color I'm using is Nude by Bobbi Brown, oldie but goodie, super old. So I'm just going to fill in the bottom of my lip. I do like my lip to be really all of like a monotone color before I put on my my lipstick. And I don't really do it heavy. One thing also that Naomi Campbell talks about too, she does like to keep her lips, she prefers more of a gloss look than a lipstick look, because she says for her age that she finds it to look more youthful than wearing, I guess, probably a matte. But here's the caveat to that. The only problem with that right now is because of COVID. And by the time we put on our mask, and then we take it off, if we have on lip gloss, then there goes the lip gloss. So I would say, take your pick on whatever that you want that's going to work well for you. I think if you are comfortable wearing matte, I think because of COVID, then wearing matte might be good right now. So at least when you take off your matte, your mask, you do still have on some type of lip color on your lip. So, all right, so that's done. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I just said lip gloss versus lipstick, because for this look, what she did was she did a lipstick with a lip gloss on top. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Generally, that doesn't work well for me on my lips. I don't know why. So I'm going to show you, if you was just doing a lip gloss first, I mean, if you were just going to do a lip gloss and you didn't really want to do a lipstick to have like that more youthful look, as she would say, I'm going to use this lip gloss by Guerlain. But before I do that, I'm going to show you this is a blush that I'm going to use by Tom Ford. And the one that she used on the video was by Tom Ford. And it was a very similar, like a really bright pink. And because she put it on so light-handed, it doesn't come off as bright. So I thought this was perfect. And the one she used, I think, is discontinued. But the one that I'm using is number 6, Wicked is the name. And it's the Tom Ford. So I'm going to take my same Hourglass brush, if I didn't say that already, the double-sided brush. And I'm just going to do it very light-handed. Right on the apples of my cheek. Another thing that she's a big fan of is sheer liquid blushes too. But for this video, she didn't do that. But she does, because of the whole natural look with the lip gloss and the blush. She likes to use cream blushes too. All right. Oh, we're getting there. What do you guys think? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this real fast too. Let me show you. I'm going to put on, see if this will help you. Okay. Can you guys see? Or maybe my light is bright enough. Can you guys see the eyes? And maybe it's coming off. Maybe it's coming across bright enough that you can see it. So I want you to see the eyes. Okay. Now, so I'm going to throw on the lip gloss by Guerlain so you can see what a natural look first. And then I'm going to throw on the lipstick. Okay. So this is with the lip gloss. I'm just going to take my brush, and then all I'm going to do is just give me a quick spritz of water. You can use anything you want, but this is the one from Chanel. And I also have the Evian one. Sort of helps like melt down your makeup and everything a little bit and kind of give you more a natural look. And so that is lip 1. But here's the thing, and this is the reason why I did the video, is because once again, it's easy for me to throw on lip gloss, but what is not easy for me is throwing on a vibrant lip color that's lipstick. So that's what I'm going to do. So now I am going to throw on top a lip color by Tom Ford called, man, what is this one called? I'm sorry. Oh, Plum Lush. So here it is. Plum Lush. So, ooh, really vibrant. I know. So yes, outside of my comfort zone. So this is what I'm going to do. Actually, I bought this last year, but I think it is still available. My niece Jada encouraged me to get this because she's also challenging me to go outside of my comfort zone and to buy brighter lipstick. So I thought, and when Naomi Campbell did this lip, I thought this is perfect. So I'm just going to lightly put it on there. And I thought it was pretty too, because I know as we're going into the fall and the winter, we're going to be wearing a lot of black, a lot of darker colors. And I thought, it's easy for me to do like a really neutral, natural lip color, but just to have like that pop of color, if I'm keeping everything else neutral on my face and having that pop of color on my lip, I just thought would be really nice. Because if I'm trying to break up my normal routine, it's okay to have a pop of color sometimes. And wearing black, I just thought this would be a really nice pop. And if you still think that this lip is too bright for you and don't feel comfortable, it's no big deal. You can always tone it down. So you could just tone it down with like a very neutral lip. So I am going to do that. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the color though? Do you like it? Kim, I love the lipstick. Thank you. Um, it looks amazing. Thank you. I love all the colors. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. So I mean, I really like it, and it definitely only could take 10 minutes. And once again, the aha for me was not using foundation was like different for me. I couldn't believe, I think the colors of the concealer work really well. So I definitely recommend the Pat McGrath. If you are looking for a hunt for a new concealer, definitely try the Pat McGrath concealers. And then I'm just going to throw on a muted natural color lipstick if you want to tone it down. So I'm just going to tap it on top. So it's just toning it down just a tap, not a lot. And so I've now muted it just a little bit. So it still gives me that little pop, but just not as bright if you don't want it to be as bright. And we can just simply mix our different lipsticks that we have. And I think that it works well. So I don't know. You guys like it? Definitely try it. I'm definitely going to be looking for your comments next week. So when we get together for my next Say What Wednesday, I want to see some of the comments. I'll open up talking about the movie if you guys have seen it. And then I'll open up talking about your experience if you've gotten a chance to play with doing this look too. And I want to do this at night too. So if you're getting dressed tomorrow morning, you can definitely start playing with the concept of using concealer and maybe a brighter lip gloss or lipstick as you get dressed in the morning. So that was the other reason why I want to do this with you tonight. So that is my Say What, or I should say our Say What Wednesday number 6. So, and stay tuned. I'm definitely going to be posting a video this coming Sunday. So stay tuned for that one. So if you have not, definitely ring the notification bell right here on my channel, so you'll be notified when my new videos are upcoming, as well as when I'm going to be getting ready to go live for our upcoming videos together as well. So that is it. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic evening, and get some rest. Watch something fun on TV, and just enjoy it. And I cannot wait to see you guys in a few days. So thank you, Pam. She said my makeup looked great. And Jennifer, thank you so much. I'm glad you like the look. So anyway, I can't wait to see your feedback as well, and hear about what your experience has been trying the look next week as well. So anyway, love you, and I'll be seeing you guys real soon. Bye. See ya.